Hello, everyone. My name is Cynthia Soto. I'm currently majoring in speech pathology. My clinical article is about the impact of dose and dose frequency on word learning by kindergarten children with developmental language disorder during interactive book reading. The purpose of this research. The goal was to determine whether interactive book reading outcomes for children with developmental language disorder were affected by manipulation of dose and dose frequency, and whether pre-treatment factors predicted treatment response. In this case, manipulation of dose is the number of exposures to the target word during a book reading section. Dose frequency is the number of repeated books reading sections. Method use. There were use of 34 children with DLD. They were each taught one set of words using the dose 6 and dose frequency 6 format. This was prior to another study. And then there was another study, which was teach different set of words using the format of either dose 4 times dose frequency 9 or dose 9 times dose frequency 4. It each determined through random assignment. Word learning was tracked for each treatment via definition tags prior to, during, and after treatment as well. 62% of the participants were boys and 38 were girls. Impact of dose. Two components that are very important is encoding and memory consolidation. Encoded relates with memory consolidation, and memory consolidation could help encoding. So if a child has trouble with encoding, in this case, they might need a higher dose to be able to be successful in the learning ability. They might need a higher one. And then for memory consolidation, it helps encoding children who have trouble with that or are very weak at it. If they have memory consolidation, which is like good memory, like they can remember things very fast, they remember things easily, this will help with them with each section. Everything is divided by section. As you can see, this could be important for children with either encoding or consolidation difficulties. If a child has difficulty with encoding, as assumed for children with developmental learning disability, but has relatively good memory consolidation, the opportunity to consolidate and re-encode provides the opportunity for intact memory consolidation to support encoding. So memory consolidation, like I said, it's supported for encoding if the child has trouble with it. Encode and consolidate. If the child has encoded multiple aspects of the word during the first section, they have 2 sections, but intact memory consolidation may allow the child to retain this particular information in memory. So the memory consolidation will help the child remember for the first section. For the second section, they already have that intact and they can remember from the first section of the encoder that they remember. If the child has difficulty with memory consolidation, information about a word that is learned on one section, it's not retained on the next section, but the next section offers an opportunity to re-encode that information. As for poor encoding, the opportunity to interleave stronger and weaker skill, in this case, stronger encoder and weaker memory consolidation, facilitates word learning. Dose treatment. There was 3 different types of doses treatment that were treated. They were each exposed to different exposures. It could have been 4 exposures, it could have been 6 exposure, and it could have been 9 exposures. In this case, the different exposures are the definition, the synonym, during a pre-book reading, via text from book, during book reading activity, via context sentence, or a post-book reading activity. Each of them were repeated in different occasions depending on the dose, and they were calculated differently. Results. The results for this treatment indicated that children with DLD learned many words during the treatment, regardless of the dose and dose frequency format, but the significant forgetting a newly learned word occurred in all formats once the treatment was withdrawn. In conclusion, variation in the dose and dose frequency of interactive book reading does not appear to influence word learning by children with DLD. Conclusion. When administered at an adequate intensity, variation in the dose and dose frequency of interactive book reading does not appear to influence word learning by children with DLD. In this case, the interactive of the book reading does not appear to do any influence on the child that has a learning disability. Although interactive book reading continues to show promise and unaffected word learning intervention, further development is needed to see the effectiveness of this treatment. Thank you very much.